Well, folks, we've got another Trampled by Turtles request. This is a gift request from Erik Gustaffson. So, Erik, thank you for this gift, my friend. Erik is over in Sweden, I believe that's where you are. I don't think you're Finland. I think you're Sweden, but you can clarify that, Erik. Thank you for this gift. The song is Thank You, John Steinbeck. So we're going to see what this is about. With a title like that, I don't know what we're getting into. Erik had requested initially a Tom Waits song, which Erik kind of suspected may not be right for the channel, but it had a little bit of a country vibe, but not really. So he graciously offered up two other choices. One was another Tom Waits song, or this Trampled by Turtles. And I'm like, Trampled by Turtles, let's go with that one, especially with a title like this. So that's how we're here. All right. Trampled by Turtles is such you wouldn't expect a country band or an Americana band to even have a name like that. That sounds like a rock or some other type of band's name.
I was a lot younger when I was a fighter, and now he could get me out of any jam. I packed up and left a part of me waiting, but I already know how lucky I am.
All right. This is pretty and
the world's softly spinning and the stars are forever, and I remember the violence in your hazel eyes. I know I should say it, yeah, I know I should tell her I'm sorry for everything, and I hope you're alright.
Oh man, did you ever feel that way, like it's me, oh Lord? I have.
Is the light still blinding? Is the morning sun still coming back?
That's what it feels like.
I was saved by the water of rivers, by the laughter of children who wish I was home, but asking the world to make it come easy didn't work for your parents. Yeah, you're on your own. I left in a hurry, my clothes barely buttoned, and travels with Charlie tucked under my arm. Got the road to yourself.
Travels with Charlie. Did John Steinbeck write that? I'm looking this up. I'm looking it up here. Travels with Charlie, In Search of America, is a 1962 travelogue written by American author John Steinbeck. It depicts a 1960 road trip around the United States made by Steinbeck, and yada, yada, yada. All right, here we are.
You're out this early, I'm thinking about you wherever you are.
This is art. You know, there are songs, every so often I'll get called out for a rating or something. And I get it. I mean, it's subjective, and some people feel very strongly, you know, that every Merle song should be a 10 or Hank Williams Sr. But to me, they're not. They're phenomenal songs, of course, but some songs, let's say the lead singer just has a really beautiful voice. And if the instrumentation matches it in some way, you know, it'll get a good score typically. A compelling voice, though, is different than a good voice. You know, for example, I don't know, Eric Clapton doesn't have a great voice, but I love hearing him sing. Artistic songs hit me on a different level. There's so much more creativity, so much more depth that go into them. So a song like this, even though there's no classical training going involved, you know, with the singing and the voice in this song, the song itself is artistic. I don't know if I would say it's an artistic masterpiece, but there were so many layers woven into it, so many different ideas that maybe seemed discordant. But then when they brought up Travels with Charlie, and I had to look it up to see what that was about, then I understood he was hitting the road. It was about, you know, they're no longer together. I'm assuming this woman that he was with. But works of art make me think more. They make me process more, but they're also more subjective in ways. But there is a thread, a kernel of an idea that emanated from the songwriter or songwriters. And then your job is to find them. And it's usually there. But I love the challenge. I love when a work of art is presented to me. How else can I say it? You know, like the Mona Lisa. What is it about the Mona Lisa? People just can't stop staring. She's got this slightly unusual smile, and the use of color and all that stuff is brilliant. But what differentiates that from a lot of other works that are also equally technically sound or beautiful use of color and lighting and all that? Who knows? I mean, people talk about it a lot. This to me was a work of art. And if you're going to reference John Steinbeck, it also means you could sort of follow the breadcrumbs back to the person is literarily oriented and likely very good with words, wordsmith, and intelligent. And all of that showed up in this song, not only in the lyrics and the way they were developed, but in the instrumentation. The instrumentation was very welcoming. You know, pretty sure there was a mandolin. There's another instrument or two that's similar to a mandolin that sounds like a mandolin, but it's not a mandolin. I think this was a mandolin that would come in at different times. And this was just sort of a slow-moving, non-angry song where the dude is going to hit the road. And he'll be thinking, I think of her. And yeah, without looking at the lyrics, I mean, songs like this they come at me full force anyway. I don't know about you guys, but it hit me full force because there's so much in it. So, and maybe because I'm not an artist. I work with words a lot and I have my own gifts and talents, but not on this level. It's just not close to it, you know, and I'm not a musician, so I couldn't even compose a song like this. But Erik, good. Man, am I glad I went with that, with the title like that. I didn't know what I was getting into, but it was beautiful. I'm going to rate this song, of course, and the number that popped into my head was a 9.5. It was art, and I explained my position on art and artwork, so that's going in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. So Erik, my friend, from across the pond and maybe a country or two as well, thank you again, my friend. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country wherever you may be.